Alright, y'all. So I'm about to try to induce my labor with 2 tablespoons of castor oil. This should be good though. Oh shit. Okay, I'm just gonna take it. Did I drink all of it? It don't even look like nothing in there. I'm not about to lick the cup.
It's still in there. Just hold it back. That's the leak in there. The stuff is kind of.
Oh my god. That shit nasty. Oh my god, I gotta breathe. Okay, so it is nearing the end of my shift, so don't mind my hair. It's been a long day. I look crazy, but it's okay. So why am I trying to induce my labor? So in the last video, I told y'all I was in the hospital, or I was just getting out of the hospital. And so I had been in the hospital for a week exactly, at the time of me recording that video. And I'm sorry if I'm looking over, I'm still at work. But anyway, I had been in the hospital for a week exactly. I initially went into the hospital because my OBGYN wanted me to take more iron because I'm anemic. And in the process, I got really sick from taking the extra iron. And my morning sickness went from a 2 to a 20. So it was like really bad. And I was like regurgitating like several times a day. I couldn't keep anything down. It got to the point where like my stomach was like burning, and I was having like frequent headaches, and it was just bad. It was just like really, really bad. So I ended up going to the hospital. They ended up finding out that I had low potassium, which can affect your heart and cause like heart attacks and stuff like that during birth or just in general in life. And then I had like low magnesium. They never did figure out how to control it, but they also thought that I had something called cholestasis, which basically means that my liver is excreting bile into my bloodstream, which can affect the baby. The doctors I saw were pretty incompetent, so I ended up signing myself out because they tried to give me a x-ray without a lead vest, and they tried to tell me that it was mandatory. So long story short, I was supposed to stay in the hospital until I had my baby, but I signed myself out just because I didn't feel safe. So as of right now, I am 3 days from being 37 weeks. When I was in the hospital, the idea was that when I turned 37 weeks exactly, I was going to be induced. I particularly don't want to be induced, not medically anyway, just because I don't want to potentially have to have a C-section or go through like additional pain that like is not even necessary. Okay, so it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon now. It's been 12 hours. Nothing happened. I think I went to the bathroom probably like once and it wasn't even significant. So I'm just gonna chop it up to nothing happened. But I saw a video where like this girl ended up having her baby like 2 days later. So if anything does happen though, I'll update y'all. But for right now, I just don't think the baby ready to come because it didn't work. So recap, I just came back from my 37-week appointment. And so I told y'all previously that I have tried castor. I took 2 tablespoons Sunday midnight, and then I took 2 tablespoons again Monday midnight. Nothing happened either day. So I guess it just kind of didn't work. So I went to the doctor today, and I am going to be induced in 2 days. So Wednesday at 8 o'clock p.m. I will be induced, and I will maybe have a baby on Thanksgiving Day. So I'm super nervous, super scared. Oh my God, I'm so scared. But I will kind of like take y'all along with me, show you what happens. So we just got here. We on our way to Triage, and I'm trying to walk because I'm about to be laid up for like the next 4 days. I'm hoping it's go quick, but I don't think so. So they took our temperatures. The first thing I gotta do before they do anything is they're about to do the COVID test after our check-in. Going down. Hello, checking in.
Checking in for induction.
Going kind of quick, y'all, so I'm about to hurry up and just show y'all the room that we gonna be in and what it look like. It's alright. And then refrigerator, closets, bed area thing. And this is the bathroom. So I'm about to put on this gown and get ready to get poked and prodded. Okay. So I have not really been making videos because there hasn't been like a whole lot that's been happening or that happened. I got here Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. After I got here, they started me on Pitocin to start contractions and active labor, and then penicillin for my group strep B for the baby, so the baby would be safe. And then I basically seriously just sat here for 2.5 days. Oddly enough, and I am so grateful, and I am so I just thank God like so much, because I did not feel any pain. I didn't feel none of my contractions up until it was time to have a baby. So of course I was having contractions for the 2.5 days, but I didn't feel none of my contractions. I started going into labor around 7:30 on Friday night. And I felt my first contraction at 8 o'clock, around 8 o'clock. And it was bad. So I started feeling it in my lower stomach and in my butt. And so I thought maybe I was just like constipated and I had to use the bathroom or I had to pee. And so like I kept trying to like go to the bathroom and use the bathroom. I kept trying to pee. I couldn't pee. Like the last time they checked me, I was only 4 centimeters. So they had checked me each and every day, and I had only dilated 4 centimeters. I was still super high. They said the baby wasn't really a phase, so they weren't like worried about me having a baby. Yeah, that all of that was wrong. It was just wrong. But I'm trying to think. Oh, okay. So anyway, I started having contractions. The contractions got like super strong. I tried to go natural. I did try to go natural. I was powering through, but midway through my contractions, my blood pressure started to rise like dangerously high, and they said that could like cause my uterus to like time out or like overwork itself or something like that. So I ended up trying fentanyl, which is like a painkiller, which is like a painkiller you put in an IV, but it wasn't strong enough and the contractions was coming. Mind you, like they was coming out of nowhere. So I ended up having to get an epidural at the very last minute, which I'm so grateful for again, because going from nothing to 100 was like that wasn't for me. But I ended up getting my epidural, and then my baby ended up coming at 9:15 at night. Even though I had the baby on Friday night, I was like bed bound because my blood pressure, I ended up being diagnosed with like preeclampsia during delivery, not before delivery, but during delivery. So my blood pressure was 200 over 150. So I ended up being bed bound right after I gave birth. I couldn't move. I couldn't get up. I couldn't go to the bathroom. They like strapped me down like I was a mental patient. They gave me a bunch of magnesium and penicillin and other stuff that I like, blood pressure medicines and stuff like that, to try to make my blood pressure go down. They kept me on like a continuous like blood pressure monitor, and it was bad. It was really bad. And so I couldn't get out the bed for 24 hours, which ended up being more than 24 hours because they ended up having to do draw blood on me like multiple times. And if they missed the blood draw, then I had to stay in bed like an additional 6 hours. Yeah, they missed the blood draw, so I had to stay in the bed an additional 6 hours before they would let me get up and walk. And it has been a long journey. So the birth wasn't even the hard part. Giving birth wasn't even the hard part. It just felt like pressure, like I was just taking a poop. The hard part is the after part, like what came after, like having to stay in bed and not move around because like I had preeclampsia, or I suddenly got preeclampsia, not being able to just hold the baby or do nothing with the baby because I couldn't hold the baby because you can't sit up. They gave me a catheter, like a bub catheter or something like that, so you're not supposed to sit on it. And then I had like a second-degree tear, so if I sat on the catheter would tear the stitches, and then that would be a whole different issue. So I couldn't sit up, I couldn't sit on my butt, I couldn't hold the baby really because you can't really hold the baby laying down and strapped up with blood cuffs and IVs and stuff. So it was just hard. It was hard. But like the birth part wasn't really that hard, and I'm so grateful for that because I almost gave myself a heart attack. I thought I was about to die because I just thought it was gonna like hurt so much. I thought I was gonna be in so much pain, but it wasn't hard. It wasn't that bad. That epidural wasn't that bad. Like I could still feel like all my contractions and everything, but you know, it was good because it helped you know when to push. So that was fine. But you just didn't feel pain, not that kind of pain that I was feeling, because I was feeling pain where I was not okay. So I'm ranting now, so I'm about to stop. I'm about to show y'all my baby. As soon as he get back from his little hearing test or whatever, I'm about to show y'all my baby, and then we about to go home.